Hello, MsShelleyL Liberty here of Cozy Cow Gaming, back with episode 2 of Cubic Odyssey How To. When last we were here, it was dark, and I have done a little bit of rearranging of the furniture because there wasn't much else to do in the middle of the night when there was a pirate nearby. So, yeah. But I went ahead and took care of all that. No need to scare anybody. He asked for it. I'm sure I heard him ask for it. Alright, so we, as a quick little protection, we basically blocked off the staircase. And now we could jump over the side, but when we come back, we don't want to jump over the side. So all we're going to do is take away our 3 wooden floorboards, drop them into the chest, make sure we only have precisely what we need as we go ore hunting. The nice thing is, we have Q. Ooh, I don't like you there. You gotta go. I ran into you. That's a double door. Okay. That doesn't belong there. Sorry, hold on. I didn't actually come down out of the main level. I didn't particularly want to run into another pirate. I did run into one. Or just kind of make the inner, I don't see that the inner walls need to be stone. I don't. I don't see any reason for that. I also don't think it's very pretty. So there's that too. And we can put the stone somewhere else. I am going to kind of keep it just like this for a hot sec. And I don't really want to carry all that stone with me, so I'm going to fill in a couple of holes where I know it really is needed. And again, we're just looking for the handles. And the nice thing is I have that the block placement shadow feature turned on. Thingamabobber. And do I want a window there? I don't think a window is needed right there. So let's just close that up. Wait, is that the right level? I think that's the right level for a really high ceiling. So again, just point, click, pull the trigger, and done. And actually, that's not right. Okay, that's fine. We're just going to go like that, empty our pockets, and move on with our lives. So we have our extractor, and we have our pistol. The pistol is, stat-wise, nothing to write home to Mama about. Let me tell you, I tell you what. Alright, so there's our extractor. We are low. This battery is down to 29%, but that's okay because it will automatically switch to one of these. I have 10 bandages left, so good on that. The stats on the pistol, the damage is only 8. So it's clearly a beginner. But it is fairly accurate, and it's not a big range, but it does have a little bit of speed, and you do have to watch the overheat factor. So yeah, give, take, boom, bam, left the base. So here we go. We're popping up back to where our poor ship, the Micro, was crashed. So here we are into the big hole that our ship made. So we can just start. This is aluminum. We see it in the lower left-hand corner. This is coal. We already know we use that. Basically, if it's shiny, we want it. Aluminum, iron. What it's asking us to get is copper. we need a lot of all of it. We need a bunch to do crafting. This is more iron. At a certain point, you start to realize the color, which color is which ore type. So you could just zoom in on one specific item. That was a little close. Freaking out the locals. The more of everything that you got, the better off you're gonna be. You're also going to notice that certain kind of dirt, this is more iron, kind of an orangey rust color, that's your iron. Uh-oh, batteries. Craft some batteries. Check, check. One should always have a stack of batteries. Remaining without power makes the jetpack, which we don't have, the suit, which we don't have, and other items, which we don't have, also useless. Also, the extractor and the flashlight will be less effective, and at a certain point, not at all. So, we're going to get a point of order that says that it will automatically switch to the next battery. I'm not worried about it. Not a bit. Not a bit. So we're trying, the goal here is to get all the stuff. The other goal, the hidden goal, don't fall in the hole if you're not prepared to fight and do weird things to get out. Really, basically, I like the stair-stepping concept. Some people only like to mine precisely what they're looking for. Here's the copper. So we did the thing, and it wants us to also to get iron, which we already did. We could stop and go back. We could. I'm not gonna. We could, not gonna. Why? Because we still have more stuff and things to get. I think that would be logical at this point. So more copper. And look, when we came out here, we were standing on coal. So you do kind of have to look around and see things from different angles. But again, it's just point and click, really. Everything about this game is just a big old point and click. Oh look, I opened up some stuff. Some stuff that was not open 2 seconds ago. When I do it, when I extract, I like to consider the stair step. Now I knew these stairs were here, so I wasn't as focused on making stairs over there. My goal over here, get the stuff and things. Now, some people will aim directly at the one thing that they want. Let's say this piece of copper. And they will go on in a straight line and not collect any of the other stuff and things that they need. I just don't find that a logical strategy. I mean, maybe it's just this game is not a logical strategy. I don't know. All I know is you end up having to return here to get the stuff and things. It's too high. So we're going to jump up one. Still too high. Jump up one. And we got it. And there's more. So we need to go up one more level. We still don't have a higher jump. So we have to be careful. We have to think about what we're doing and how we're doing it. And that's how we got that. And so now while we're here, you're in my way. This is how I liked, okay, so I want to go backwards, but I want to make sure I have a clear place where I was, so I don't bump my head, because that's also a thing that you can do. Like I said, I know we're going to need it, so no worries at all. Just focus on what you want to do. Now I am going to take a second to just kind of take stock of our inventory. And look, we're still on that first battery. It's down to 14%. We have yet to switch over. So that's 9 dirt. That's the dirt. There's deep stone, gristnite stone, dirt, and regular stone. The regular stone I like to use over on the base, also a deep stone. The gristnite is a different color composite. So I'm just going to I want to fill this in. So done. And I want to fill that in. Preserving the stair steps. That's all that is. Preserving the stair steps. This is like a peeky hole for the next item. Tin. You are going to need a lot of tin. But look, it's actually not working. It is not working because tin, as much as we want it, we don't have a high enough mining level. Our mining level is, we are a level 2, which technically is the highest here, so we can't get any more buffs or anything for being a miner. But the reality is, our mining level is a 3, and we're working towards a 4. So that means that our mining speed is 10%, our extra resource chance is 10%, and our mining energy cost is -5. So, yay! But until we get to, 4 or 5, we won't be able to do tier 2 products. So, it doesn't help us. We will bounce our little place all the way up to here, but we can't jump any further, so we will take care of that little problem. I like to go jump straight on and jump again, and I'm out. And look, I don't like you. You're gone. So we can easily come right back in here and leave and continue where we left off, if we so choose. Easy peasy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay. Still have to think about, our friendo. I forgot. The friendo pirate that I stopped the last recording on. You can see where he kind of, his demise. Right there. Got it. Another health pack. Some other things to note. Other notable notables. I don't like the stairs here. I also don't think that dirt is a viable resource for a beautiful base. It will not take those pirates much of any time at all to get here if you are relying on dirt. It also, if you make a hole deep enough, those pirates will fall in it. That's on them, not on us. If you weren't here doing the bad against my stuff and things, you wouldn't fall in a hole, and life wouldn't be tragic. For you, not for me. I'm 5x5 people, 5x5. I'm a happy camperoo. can't wait till we get a jetpack, honestly. Because a jetpack is a game changer. Jump up. I feel like I'm hung up on something. Okay. So I'm just kind of getting a sense of what whoever was here and made these ruins way back in when time frame, what their brain was braining in order to do this. I don't entirely get it all, but that's okay. That's okay. We're heading up here to the second level till we're ready to do stuff on the first level. So we come over here. We can put the 6 coal right in there. And we honestly don't have space for... Alright, we want to refine the iron. I get that. I want to move some dirt. Transfer, and it's going to do that, move it to its 100 kind of thing. Transfer, stone, dirt, and stone. So we have 14 copper, 6 iron ore. We're going to split this stack, and we will take all of that. I'm going to put that in there. Is there any other iron or stone? Yeah, I'm going to move you over because I need a few more spots. And I'm going to split. And this time for the copper, because we got so many, I'm going to split twice and move that one over. So you can always click and drag. Aluminum, split and then split again. You go over, you go over. Sort it so it's pretty. 1, 2, and 3. Come back. Woohoo! Pay attention. Pay attention. We're going to put that in. Now this refinery is not the most advanced, and it's certainly not very fast, but in a pinch it'll do. It also declares, its existence I should say, also declares that this is your base. Alright, that one slot is empty, so I'm going to just chuck that button right on over, and I can transfer, because I got to keep this won't go until there's a availability here. And it's already starting. Okay, so we're going to transfer that over. That should be emptying, and bam, that one goes in. We transfer that over. 1 chunker of ore equals 2 bars, and that's fabulous. While that's cooking, I'm going to see what our next directions are. We're working on that one already. Because we were smart in the way in our trip, we were actually able to get the next 3 items that are needed. Ore items, I should say. Aluminum, copper, and iron. So, yay for our side. Shock stick. I'm going to move the battery down one because the shock stick will go here. Bam, done. Yeah. I did it, I really true. Gather sand? Okay. Fine. Let's empty some stuff out of our, let's make another chest. Oh, look. Upgrade to the advanced crafting bench. We'll just go ahead and do that right now, because now we have things we can do. There's the basic stuff still. So if we needed more fuel cells, we could do that quickly. We can do the chest. I'm going to go ahead and do 4, 5. Fill up my pockets with chests. Yeah, we're just going to move off of that. Yes, my inventory is full. Thank you for the info. And as I said, even though it's taking one spot, rotate. Hang on, I think that's right. Yeah. The front. You can aim it again and move it with the down, on the down of the D-pad, or up will rotate it. So, dirt, stone, sand, ore would be here, and ingots would be here. Transfer. Then we pop over here. Oh, stone. So I said dirt. No, I'm going to change that. We're going to do leafies and woodsies and organic. No, not you. You. And organic material are going to go into the next box. So this box, and I did that for a reason, this box is kind of our organic organic stuff and things. It's a formal name, I just named it. Organic move. Wait, what do you mean you're moving it? You didn't move it. Transfer. Dirt is going to be here. So dirt, and stone. So we're going to transfer you out. We're going to transfer you out, and you, and you, and you. I'm not ready to do anything with you. I could upgrade this now, but I'm not going to. Organics. And now we've got stone. Stone and dirt look very much alike, so I like to give them complete separation. So sand. So this is dirt. Words. They're here. They're for me to use. So we have dirt plus that one block, the floorboards. Organic. Stone. Sand. Ore. We don't. Did I do that wrong? Hang on. No, I was right. Yeah. My brain was questioning myself. Rude brain. So there is the refined materials. So that's a good way to say it. Unrefined materials. Transfer. We are now empty. We have 2 weapons. We have plenty of batteries. Let's go find some sand. Sand, looking at the map, is probably going to be near a water source, which is probably this. Let's find out. Now, the further we are away from our base, the better the chances of critters. Critters, oh look, sand, bam, done, got sand. We are going to need a lot of sand. So, and this is dirt we don't have, and we need more of this. And remember, once we get it in a slot in our inventory, it will be fine until it gets to 100. Alright, what is this guy? This guy is a shell. Why does it matter? Why am I collecting shells, you ask? Good question. I love a good question. We are collecting the organic materials that might be used in quests. There are actually, that I know of, there are 2 cities on this planet, and the people ask for very similar things. So, I'm trying to be smart about it and collect now while it's daylight. While it's daylight. I know we're going to need a lot of sand. Sand is what you use to make audience participation time. Think, think, think what sand could be used for. Oh wait, never mind. The answer, my friendo, is up in the upper left-hand corner. Yes. You use sand to make glass. And glass is a fantastic item. It's good for mirrors, it's good for machinery, and it's good for building. I have a couple of my favorites, building pieces, so we'll probably cut to the chase when it comes to collecting things and stuff, when it comes to that. Although I think what I'm going to do with this in this run is something I've been meaning to do in other runs and just never did. Just never did it. When we're ready to build things, I'm going to kind of build one of each item so we get a sense of what different things look like. Now it's complaining and it just replaced the fuel cell. It complained that we had finally used up our 14%, aiming directly at the shell, getting another shell. I will go back once I feel like I have a good selection in hand. Let's move away from this exact deal. Oh, look. I know that in the nighttime we had a meteor shower. I just don't see where it landed. But you often see it in things like that. So, in like little craters and crevices, that sort of thing. Different kind of dirt. Uh-oh. Alright. And he's there. Little dinosaur dude. And he'd be biting me. biting me. He put the bite on me and I fell in a hole. All the way down into a hole. Wow. Okay, I mentioned the whole sapling thing. There you go. That's what happens when a sapling grows. And honestly, I've never seen that one grow so fast, so big. It's usually the other one that grows big. And it's getting darker. And we're in a hole. So, yeah. Almost right in the neighborhood, for sure. Now, when we looked over here, it didn't really look like there was a big hole. Why? Because it was camouflaged by a tree that grew really, really big. Really, really big. Did I see something when I jumped? We did not take down that critter, so that critter could come back. Oh, see, told you. Hello, critter. Critter. Critter, critter. Where'd you go? Hello. Critter. Are you the critter from earlier? Or did you bring a friend? You brought a friend. Yay. Alright, bandage. Okay. Are we happy? Did we do what we needed to do? I'm looking for signs in all the wrong corners. Alright, I know we're going to need both of those, so I'm actually going to take down that individual and destroy that one stone. Because I want that organic material. We're still here. We haven't hit 100 on a lot of things. Oh, you're a different shell. Well, darn. Yep, different shell. You are just a shell, but you're different. Well, fine, fine. Just fine and dandy. Alright, we still have room in the sand. So I want to focus in on the sand if I can. I'm not guaranteeing anything. And we might get another critter returns. You know, it's possible. We're not that far from the base, so I'm not worried about that. And like I said, the more that we get, the better off we are. It's registering a full inventory on some other stuff. I think the dirt is what's the issue. Now, if you were to ever go out and say, and actually you will do this, I don't want to pick up dirt. There is a solution to not picking up dirt. You can also not pick up other categories as well. If you come here and look there, it's a filter cube pickup. You can click on it, and this is dirt, so I could say yes or no. So I'm actually going to say no, just to be sure I don't have the conversation anymore. Stone, I'm also going to say no to this. But sand we want, trunks we want, and leaves. These are the 5 categories that you can say, you know what? I'm good. Thank you oh so much. I don't want you. So you can still like break down the blocks that you are no longer picking up. It will just leave them. So you may be walking along at a later time when you're willing to pick those up, and all of a sudden they'll be in your inventory. It knows. It knows. Inventory. We are at 88 on the second wood, second sand. I'm not going to necessarily, I won't be able to get it, but at some point you're going to be asked for snails. That's what they're talking about. That's a snail. Fossils are another thing that are asked for, and grass. This is not grass, this is dirt. Grass, it would be, oh, did I do it? I did it. I did it, I did it, I did it, I did a thing. Yeah. Alright, alright, so that's where we're heading. I'm focusing on these particular trees now because I know that these trees I can't get to it. Will it suddenly just go away? Yeah. It's like the universe fixes itself. Doesn't that seem like that cloud is like really close to you? I've tried. You can't get them. You can't get the clouds. I floated a tree. That tree's too high. I can't remember if I ever determined whether or not the tree will grow back down to the ground, or if it will just stay there, floated forever and a day. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Now the nice thing about being away from the base is that it should protect her. No. I think I may have been wrong. So, meteorites are an important part of this game. Granted, there are times when you don't want a meteor shower, you're not ready for it, it's about to hit your base. Those are all things you need to consider when it happens. When we look on it should have shown up like right in here, unless it's that we haven't been there and so it's not going to show us. We're going to pop on up here. Boinga, 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 boinga. Wait, boing, boing, boinga, boinga, boinga. We're in the base now. Boinga, 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 boo. We know that it hit. There. That's where it hit, and it took out part of the tree. So, just food for thought. Just food for thought. All right. We're gonna do a couple more things, and then. All right. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Refine sand. So we still have a little bit of just like one. Just one. So we're going to take that whole chunkaroo and put it there. And then wood. We have 54. So I'm going to split the wood. And come over here, and we're going to rearrange the furniture. This is dirt. Dirt, go. Goodbye. 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 You're dirt too. Goodbye. And what are you? You're dirt. Goodbye. And sort for prettiness. Bam. Done. Next, organics. Leafages, transfer. Mycelium wood, excuse me. Lugus, mycelium. We'll go with that today. Tomorrow I'll say it differently. Shell is new. Hey, MsShelley collected shells. Day 1, day 2, day 1, day 2. Bones. We got bones. We're going to put the bones there. And we're going to sort it for prettiness. This is sand. Sand we didn't have a place for, so we were going to put the sand here. And transfer, done. So we have 100 sand in there. What we have here is some glass, but we also have the dude is out of fuel. So before we go any further, we are actually going to pull the sand out. Think it through, Chicky Doodle. Think it through. We're going to split that and put some there, take you out, and put you there. Okay. We need... Oh, can I do it? Copper ingot. We need more ingots. Okay. All right. I'll get back to you. Quick sec. I want to make... So you can have parts, appliances. This is other stuff that we can make. Consumable items. Drone parts. So we need to get Q beefed up a bit as well. Fishing rod, there is fishing in here. We'll have to explore that together. A better extractor. But we need ferroglass lens. So I just clicked craft. We have plenty. I'm going to click the back. We're good for a better extractor. Might as well get it right now. What I wanted to make was a couple more boxes before I use up all the wood. Okay, that was right, right channel, don't... Space there? Yeah. Okay. And we are starting to use up our batteries now. So what I'm going to do is man-made things, stuff and things in here. And come back over here. We now have some more coal, so yay. So we're going to plunk that out and put the sand. Actually, no, we're not going to do that. What is it that we needed? What was it that we needed? You want me to craft a scanner. And for a scanner, it's the item in the upper left-hand corner. There's the recipe for the scanner, but it's is that iron? I can't tell. So the scanner, it's copper. Copper, you need copper. Okay. Not a problem. No, wrong channel. Ay. Copper. Not a problem because we didn't use it all, so we could keep track. Because we're smart. Cookies. We're going to take you out. We're going to take you here. We're going to move you up there. There's still a little fuel, so it's already doing that. It's already working off of the fuel in the fuel tank while I get situated. I'm going to split the coal and put that there. And the copper is being made as we speak. Now you could do the math and say, oh, you only need one more copper bar, so that's one ore, which makes 2. We'll have an extra. You could do it that way. You could do the math, or you could just split the stack, knowing you're going to use it all anyway. Guess which camp I'm in, so to speak. Transfer. Oh, there's still one more. Alright, so we got the copper. So it's all happy. We go here. It is time to make a scanner. Done. Scanner. That's our scanner. So we can scan things now. Equip the scanner. Done. Use the scanner. we will be ending soon on this second recording. I'm trying to break it up into like manageable, digestible concepts. So I just pressed Y on my controller, and I scanned the planet. We've got signals on this planet. So now we see those. Now let's see where we are. Wait a minute. That's our planet. I guess that's our solar system. There's all the solar systems. We are a long, long, long way from where we need to be, probably from the red darkness. This is the capital planet where Queen Aptia stayed behind. We need to return there once we find out how to fight the red darkness, if we can get back. But our ship is damaged and is in no condition to take off right now. That music is really getting loud. Just saying. We should further develop our small base and focus on repairing the ship. So, until we get to full version, we can hang out and have funsies here. So it wants us to do a couple more things, but I think actually this is a really good place to end this recording, because we're going to end up with the nighttime. And this time I'm not going to run through the nighttime off recording. We do need to talk about what comes out at the nighttime. That'll be in recording number 3. So you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, your choice. Just have a great one because you deserve it. Bye.